Okay. Good morning, dear students. Yesterday we were doing chapter A Truly Beautiful Mind. So we are going to continue from paragraph number 13. Okay. So who is going to read paragraph number 13? Okay. Afterwards, I'll be explaining paragraph number 13. 13 and 14. Two paragraphs you can read. Okay, Renuka, you start reading. Afterwards, I'll be telling you the meanings of difficult words. And I will be explaining the meaning of each and every line. So, Renuka, you start reading paragraph 13.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world and lauded by the press. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein immigrated to United States. 5 years later, the discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicians in uproar. Many of them had fled from fascism just as Einstein had, and now they had afraid the Nazis could build and use the atomic bomb.
Okay. Now, from this paragraph, what we have come to know. Okay. So in 13th paragraph, we have come to know that Einstein got a very, very famous prize, that Nobel Prize. We all are aware of Nobel Prize. Okay, so he got Nobel Prize for physics. It means he has done so many inventions, so many drastic inventions, okay, in physics, and that's why he was given Nobel Prize in 1921. So it was not a simple prize. You all are aware Nobel Prize is a very, very big achievement. Okay, so when he got that prize, so he was showered with honors and invitations. It means so much respect was given to him. He was getting so many invitations from all over the world, not only from his country. He was getting invitation from all over the world, and he was lauded by the press. Lauded means, what is the meaning of lauded? What is the meaning of lauded? Tell me. Lauded means he was getting appreciation. So write down in your books the meaning of lauded. Lauded means appreciation. Okay. So you all can write down appreciation. So he was getting lauded. He was getting appreciation by the press. Okay. Clear? So write down its meaning. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933. So Nazis, when they became in power in Germany, it means when they became the head in 1933 in Germany, power was in their hand. So what was the decision that taken by Einstein? He thought that he should move to US. Why did he take that decision? What was the reason? Because Nazis was in Germany and they have taken the power. It means there was a government of Nazis. They were the head there. There was a government of Nazis in Germany in 1933. So at that time, Einstein moved to a new country. What was the name of that country? The name of that country was United States. So after that, after 5 years, what happened? There was an invention of nuclear fission. Okay, so when discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin, it was made. So American physics in an uproar. In an uproar means American scientists, American physics, they became so much upset. Its meaning is given here. In an uproar means they were very much annoyed, were very much upset. And what happened? Many of them had fled from fascism, just as Einstein had. It means whatever the decision was taken by Einstein, other citizens were also taking that decision. They were also moving from that place. And why so? Because they were so much afraid because of the dictatorship of Nazis. Because Nazis were very much strict. Nazis were very much strict. Okay, and they could build atomic bomb. Atomic bomb consequences were very much drastic. It can destroy the whole world. So Nazis, what process was going by the Nazis? They were making, they could build that atomic bomb and they could use that atomic bomb. So their life was in danger. So other citizens also take a decision that in the dictatorship of Nazis, it is very much difficult to survive in Germany. So that's why all started moving to USA, and Einstein also moved there. So many other citizens also moved from that place. Clear? Up to that it is clear? Okay. Now who is going to read 15th paragraph? 15th paragraph. Okay, Arzu, you read 15th paragraph.
At the urging of colleagues, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President Franklin D. Roosevelt on 2nd August 1939 in which he warned a single bomb of his type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with some of the surrounding territory. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945.
Okay.
Einstein.
Now, wait. Now, from this paragraph, what we have come to know that all colleagues who were, what is the meaning of colleague? Colleague means persons who work with us in any of the organization. Like I'm working in school, so all my teachers who are working with me, so they all are my colleagues. Okay. So at the urging, you can say what is the meaning of urging? Urging means request. So you all write down its meaning. Urging means request. Okay. So because of the request of all the colleagues, Einstein, he wrote a letter. What letter he has written to the President of America? Who was the President of America at that time? Franklin D. Roosevelt. Okay, so on 2nd of August 1939, he has written a letter to the President of America, and in that letter, he has written that if Nazis are going to make such kind of bomb, so what would be the consequences, okay, of that bomb? That this single bomb, if this single bomb is made, okay, and it is exploded, it means if it got fired. Exploded means if it is fired in a port, so it can cause a lot of destruction in whole of the port, and it can also cause destruction in whole of the territory means you can say area. Okay, so it can cause destruction in territory means in that area. And write down the meaning of urging means request. Okay, request. And after that write down the meaning of territory, it means area. Okay, so write down both meanings. So but his words, whatever the letter he has written there, do you think it was having any effect on the President of America? No, not at all. So what was the consequence? There was no effect of that letter. The American continued their process and they framed one atomic bomb in a secret project of their own. It means secretly they have they have developed one of the atomic bomb, and On which place they have done this experiment? I think you all have gone through journals, magazines, and in your books also. I think Hiroshima and Nagasaki, these effects are given. You all have gone through your SST books. It might be there, isn't it? Tell me yes or no. Have you listened about Hiroshima and Nagasaki? These, tell me. I'm reading your messages. Yes, the rain has sent. Okay. Laksh has sent in 6th class. Okay. Nitish. Yes, Divya, very good. They are responding in class. Very good. Okay. So Americans, they developed that atomic bomb in secretly. And where did they drop that atomic bomb? They have dropped that atomic bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And these Hiroshima and Nagasaki, these are the cities of famous cities of Japan. Okay, and when did they throw bomb? In August 1945. So what was the effect of that? American, they brought a lot of destruction in that place. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they were completely destroyed. They were completely destructed, those places. Isn't it? You all have, and these all got published in books. Even now, if we go through books, we can come to know about the effects of these bombs, that these bombs were so much harmful and they caused a lot of destruction in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Okay, continue with the same one, Arzu. Read 16.
Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. This time, he wrote a public missive to the United Nations. In it, he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms buildup and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy.
You read further also.
Okay. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and a world citizen as much as a scientific genius.
Okay. Now listen the explanation and write down the meanings also. See, in this paragraph, we have come to know that when Einstein came to know about that destruction, about that massive destruction, because this destruction was not so minor, it was a major destruction. This destruction was so huge. So after that, he wrote a public missive. What is the meaning of missive? Missive is a letter, and this letter is very much long. It is very much official. Okay, so this letter is very much long and official, and this letter was written to the United Nations. Okay, and what was written in that letter? In that letter, Albert Einstein, he proposed that we all should make world government. Why this proposal was made by Albert Einstein? Because in this, he wanted to take a united decision that all the governments from different countries, all world government, they should take their decision all together. Okay, so what was the effect of that letter? What do you think? Was there any effect of that letter? No, not at all, because earlier whatever the letter he has written to Franklin, American president, there was no effect. Okay, after that, when he wrote a letter to when that second letter he has written to Roosevelt, so same like that, it was not having any impact. Okay, it means first letter has no effect, and second letter, whatever the letter he has written to United Nations to propose that they should make united world government, same like that, there was no effect, there was no impact of that letter. So but over the next decade, what is the meaning of decade? Tell me, what is the meaning of next decade? Decade means next 10 years. Okay, so next 10 years, period of 10 years. Okay, so what was that? So within that next 10 years, okay, so what was the decision taken by Einstein? That he was completely involved in politics. Earlier, he was a scientist, okay? He was doing his work, he was busy in his experiments, he got Nobel Prize for that also. But within that next 10 years, he involved himself in politics and he was agitating for an end to the arms buildup. And why he joined politics? Because he was completely against that arms buildup should not be there. What is the meaning of arm buildup? Arm buildups means, what is the meaning of arm? Arm here means arms here means weapons. Okay, so he was in this favor that arms should not be there. That people should not make weapons for fighting, etc. There should be a complete peace. Okay, and that's why he was giving rise, he was making so many campaign, and these campaigns were doing work on peace and democracy. Because Albert Einstein was in the favor of peace, he was in the favor of democracy, so that's why he joined politics. At that time, he wanted to aware people, he wanted to make people aware that they should not indulge themselves in making weapons, etc. They should not fight with other countries, there should be peace, there should be brotherhood. Okay, there should be peace and harmony among all the countries. So he was in this favor, so that's why he was passing that message through politics. Okay, so this was, it means you can say that that's why this chapter is given a name, a truly beautiful mind. Why this name is given? Because Albert Einstein, we cannot consider Albert Einstein only as a genius, only as a scientist. Such kind of adjective not only sufficient for that great personality. What kind of adjective is given to him? A truly beautiful mind. Why his mind is considered so truly beautiful? Why so? Because he was in the favor of welfare of not only of himself, not only of his family, not only of his society. He was thinking not only of his country, he was thinking about all nations. He was thinking about the whole world. He was in the favor of peace, harmony, brotherhood, love, okay, democracy. So that's why this truly beautiful mind, this caption is very much given to this to that person, that he was really internally, he was so beautiful. Internally he was really beautiful, because he was so kind, so generous, he was thinking about others. Okay, so when Einstein died in 1955, at that time his age was 76. So he was celebrated not as only a scientific genius. I have told you earlier also, he was not only considered only a genius, only an intelligent person, only a famous, you can say, Nobel Award winner. He was a visionary. What is the meaning of visionary? Visionary is a person who always thinks about future, who is far-sighted, and who thinks about future in an original way, in an intelligent way. It means he was thinking about all the future, that what should happen in future. So he wanted to bring peace, harmony, all the things he wanted to bring. And that's why this person was considered, what caption was given to his personality trait? Visionary. He was a true visionary and world citizen. Okay, no doubt he was a great scientific genius. He was a physics Nobel Prize winner. He has done so many experiments. He has brought so many concepts of science that we are using now. Okay, we are so, you can say, grateful to that great personality. But he is really he is really having a truly beautiful mind, and he is considered a true visionary, because he was thinking about future in a original and intelligent way. So at the age of 76, he passed away from this world, and this beautiful, truly beautiful mind was no more, but his works are still present, and we are using his work. We are so grateful to him that still we are, that person is in our heart because of his great works. Okay, so that was all about the chapter. So my dear students, let's discuss the question answers. So this first question I'm giving you as a homework because you have to read all these, okay, and you have to find out headings for paragraph for the text. So this I'm giving you homework. So let's discuss the question answers. So I want that my all students should raise their hand. They should be very much eager to tell me the answer. I'll be appreciating my dear intelligent students because this chapter is full of facts, full of information, and I have explained each and every line of the chapter in detail. I have told you, but you have to go through this chapter again and again in order to find out the clear facts, because these answers when you are going to frame, so you have to pick up the facts to prove yes your answer is right. Okay, so who had these opinions about Einstein that he was boring? Because in the beginning when we have come to know about his childhood days, so that person was considered boring. Who gave him this caption that he was boring? Who gave him? His parents, his classmates, his headmaster, his teacher? Who? Just find out from the text. Hurry up and let me see how many students have raised their hands. Only only 3. That's really bad. Only 3: Renuka, Dhiren, and Jasleen. Only 3 students have raised their hand. Only these 3 are present in my class out of 36. Others are, what are they doing? Shall I announce the names now? Who had these opinion about Einstein that he was boring? Okay, Jasleen, you tell me.
Einstein playmates found that Einstein was boring.
Yes. So his playmates has found that he was considered boring. You can text me. You can type in chat box. Okay. He was stupid and would never succeed in life. Who gave these remarks? You can type in chat box. I'm going to read. Who are writing? Very good, Nitish. Okay. Jaiti, Aparan is saying net is not working. Yes, beta, daily these lectures are uploaded in YouTube. You can watch. Okay. So these opinions were given by his headmaster, not by his teacher. By his headmaster, this because headmaster called his parents and you can go through that text when he said that yes, in future I don't know what he will be becoming, but now I can tell about himself that he was stupid and would never succeed in life. So these remarks were given by his headmaster. He was a freak. Who gave this remark? He was a freak. That they're very much close to a person. Yes, his mother. His mother gave a remark that he was a freak. So beta, you will be doing this question also in your notebook. So boring, this remark was given by playmates, by his friends, playmates. Stupid and would never succeed in life, that was given by his headmaster. And he was a freak, that was given by his mother. Okay. Explain what the reasons for the following are. Einstein leaving the school in Munich for good. So why did Einstein has left the school in Munich for good? What was the reason for that? What was the reason for that? What was the reason for that? Hurry up, tell me. Yes, Divya, you tell me this answer.
Yes, ma'am. Einstein hated the school's regimentation and often clashed with his teacher. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stiff that he left the school for good.
Very good. Because of the regimentation, because of the, you can say, the concept of rote learning, memorization, he was against all those things because he was a very much inquisitive kind of student. Okay, so he wanted to do something, you can say he wanted to do something new. He did not want to only do cramming, etc. So because of the regimentation, because of the strict rules, he thought that he should leave that school and he should move to another school. Okay, Vanshika, same answer you tell me. Yes, Vanshika?
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning, beta. Tell me this answer.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Einstein left the school in Munich for good because he hated the school's regimentation.
Okay, very good. Now let's move to next question. Einstein wanting to study in Switzerland rather than in Munich. So who is going to tell me this answer? Why he wanted to study in Switzerland? Where did his parents move? His parents moved to Milan. Okay. So he convinced his parents that it would be good if he studied in Switzerland rather than in Munich. What was the reason? Because his parents were moving. So same answer I'm going to ask Renuka. Renuka, you tell me, beta.
Einstein want to study in the Switzerland and then Munich because he thought, according to him, Switzerland was more liberal than Munich.
Yes, and that second reason was that Switzerland was more liberal. Okay. Any another child, same answer? Dhiren,
Ma'am, may
Dhiren, you tell me this answer.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Einstein was a very inquisitive child, and because of his parents were continuously moving and had moved to Milan, they left his son to his relatives, which were in Switzerland. And Switzerland, a school in Switzerland, University of Zurich was much more liberal than that of the Munich, and it understood the children much better than this Munich school.
Yes. So in this answer, beta, it is compulsory to add the word liberal. Because of what was the major reason that Switzerland was considered more liberal than Munich. Okay. And there he would be feeling less stifling because earlier he was feeling so suffocated. Okay, in that kind of environment. So he thought that in Switzerland he would not be feeling like that. So that's why he wanted to move to there. Okay. Einstein seeing in Maliva and Ally. What was the reason that? So who is going to tell me this answer? Okay, Ashmeet, you tell me. Okay, Ashmeet.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Tell me third
Ma'am,
part.
Einstein saw Mileva marry in an alley against the Philistines,
Alive.
and he found out
Alive.
that
It is not
alive
alive. Yes.
Philistines, he found that she was a clever creature.
Clever creature. So what is the meaning of clever creature? It means smart person. Okay. No, you add some more points in your answer. Your answer is not perfect one. See, Maliva was just opposite to Einstein parents. Why so? Because unlike them, she was appreciating arts, the finer things of life, okay? And her mindset really matched with that of Einstein. So this was the reason that Einstein saw an ally in Maliva. Because she was also inquisitive learner, she was also intelligent, she was just like a scholar child, okay, and she was appreciating arts and finer things of life. Clear? So who is going to tell me this answer? Okay, Lakshya, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Einstein saw Maliva and Ellie because her mindset was same. Elias, as her mindset was same as Einstein, she was also against the Philistines, and their mindset and thinking completely matched of each other. So Einstein was most of the time regarded as the odd one in the public places like the universities, but he saw Maliva, her ally.
Yes. Because she was a clever creature, she was very much smart person, okay, and she has a taste for finer things in life, Okay, she appreciated all those things. She appreciated arts also, and her mindset completely matched with Einstein. Okay, so that's why Einstein saw an ally in Malibu. Okay, now next question, what do these tell you about Einstein? So from all these things, what do all these things tell you about Einstein? Which kind of person he was? Tell me, who is going to tell me? So from all these answers, we have come to know that he was a very much extraordinary person. Okay, since his childhood. Since his childhood, he was a extraordinary person because of his intelligence trait. He was not like normal other children. See, he was like other normal children, but he was not normal intelligence because he was thinking beyond. Okay, and whatever the system of behavior, like whatever the traditions, culture, what was going, rote learning, memorization, he was completely against that. Okay, so he wanted to take his own decision, and from that it is crystal clear from those all evidence which are given in the book. From that's why you can take the example that why did he leave, why did he take a decision that he should leave the school in Munich, why should he study in Switzerland. So from that it is crystal clear that he was against all the things, that whatever the tradition, rote learning, etc. was going on, because he was having his own original thinking and he wanted to go according to that. And when he wanted to find out the life partner, so he found that girl who was according to his taste. She was also in the favor of the appreciation of arts and finer things of life. Okay, so that's why his mindset matched with that girl. So who is going to, now I'm going to ask any of the child, get ready for that. Okay, Ekjot Kaur, you tell me this answer, full-fledged answer.
Yes, ma'am. He hated strict discipline. He wanted to study in a free atmosphere. He loved his mother tongue very much. He was a brilliant student.
Add some more lines, otherwise all the lines whatever you have spoken, that is right, but add some more lines. Only then the answer will be considered perfect. And other student also get involved. You should jot down whatever we are discussing in the class. I can tell any of the child to answer me. Hurry up. Hurry up, your answer should be ready. So in our next class, we will be continuing with the same questions. Okay. So only we were able to discuss only second and third question today. So you do second and third question in your fair notebook, and we will continue from the question number 4 in our next class. Okay, students, now time is running out. I have to over my class. So you do all second and third question, all parts in your fair notebook, and prepare your answer 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th in rough to be discussed in our next class. Okay, students, if you have any query, you can ask me.